and welcome back to Bookish Theories. In today's video, we'd like to talk about Stray Kids' Social Path, focusing on a little breakdown of the lyrics in the music video to see what they can tell us about the story told in this comeback. Social Path is a song co-written by three Racha and featuring LiSA that describes the difficult process that they had to endure in order to walk the path towards their dream. In this brand new Japanese release, Stray Kids and LiSA come together in a powerful track that expresses the struggles that they had to overcome during this journey. You see, as we'll see in a second, both the lyrics and the music video are actually very reminiscent of the dystopian coming-of-age story that Stray Kids told us back in the Class series, which, stripped of its supernatural aspects, could actually be seen as a metaphor for their idol journey. Back then, Stray Kids rebelled against a society where they didn't belong, and eventually chose to walk a road not taken, which was an unbeaten path that was more difficult to pursue, but that was right for them precisely for that reason. Despite walking that road gave them side effects, their difficult journey was kind of necessary if they wanted to find their true self, and all the music that came after that is a testament that their identity is now solid and true to itself. With Social Path, Stray Kids explored this topic once again, but this time taking an angrier and even more aggressive stance on the meta. At the beginning, for instance, the video opens with the members in a post-apocalyptic world where they're seemingly the only survivors. Soon enough, however, the camera cuts to Changbin on his bed, thus revealing that the opening scene was a nightmare that he was having while he was asleep. Now, right off the bat, this contrast between the battlefield and the bedroom is very important because it actually tells us that the events that we'll see on screen are for the most part set in their own mind. Back in Clay, metaphor or not, there was a story to follow, but this time the video itself is an allegory. The visuals are very symbolic here. In many of the scenes, the members are surrounded by faceless people. They are attacked by shadows, chained, imprisoned, and these scenes might actually represent the more negative feelings that they might have experienced during their idol journey. Social Path is strongly about them choosing their destined path despite it being lonely, difficult, and alienating. They chose this road and they will keep on going without any regrets, but what makes it especially remarkable is that they were able to succeed despite all the people actively working against them. In the intro, for instance, the song opens by saying that they gave up their youth for their future, so now they just want to rise up stronger. As they live through an endless night waiting for dawn, however, the members kind of disagree with people saying that they wasted their youth, because as a matter of fact they actually did, and those who underestimated them were wrong, because in their youth they endured many temptations and became harder and stronger like diamonds under pressure. All the work and struggles they lived through in their youth were part of a process that they accept, because at the end of the day we only have one life and they'll do with theirs whatever they want. They chose a lonely path and they're still the aliens of the town, but even if people reject them, look down on them, and would like them to give up, Stray Kids laugh at their nonsense and keep going no matter what. The more people want them to stop, the more they'll keep going. The demon they have inside is awakened by the hatred of these individuals, but little do these people know that it's this very darkness that will be weaponized against them. As Stray Kids look back on their past, the ashes of their youth prove that their passion burns eternally, so if anything, people's judgment and hatred is the fuel that makes this drive burn even stronger. This, however, doesn't mean that the opinion of others doesn't affect them, because in the second verse, the lyrics focus on the pain and anxiety that one experiences when these opinions actually take control. Like we see in the video, when they toss and turn in their bed, these voices might take over, and if they don't shake them off right away, they might actually overcome them completely. Reflecting on all the people that came and went, at the end of the day there's only them in the mirror, so when evil thoughts threaten to take over them, they have to fight against their own mind and let it go before it gets worse. The video offers a perfect representation of what they're singing about here. Stray Kids are by themselves, seemingly safe and secure in their own home, but people's voices and opinions torment them. In the MV, the members are surrounded by faceless people wearing bags over their heads, and these people close in on them, run after them, choke them, attack them. These are entities that embody the voices they hear in their darkest nights, so on the bags we see symbols that kinda hint at what these voices might actually say. We see question marks, possibly referring to all the people constantly questioning their choices and actions. Then we see exclamation marks, which are symbols implying strong feelings and opinions. Then we see plus and minus symbols, which could refer to the positive or negative feedbacks that they receive. And last but not least, we also see some tildes, which is a sign representing approximation. When put together, all these voices and opinions, whether negative, positive or neutral, create a chaotic mess in someone's mind, but it's at this moment the Stray Kids choose to fight back against themselves and reject all this chaos. As fallen angels who cannot go back but only move forward, Stray Kids become empowered by this darkness happiness. As their inner demon is awakened, they rise above all this pain and anxiety, and instead of being swallowed up by the voices, they follow their destiny and create a social path going against the tide. Now, the fact that the song is called Social Path is interesting in and of itself here, because it can actually be interpreted in different ways. In urban terminology, a social path is a social media obsessed individual who has lost all empathy for others and only cares about themselves. This is a person with narcissistic tendencies who has lost touch with reality and uses social media in deviant ways only to benefit themselves. Now, given the recent events and considering that in general they can never catch a break, Stray Kids has had to deal with their fair share of social paths in their career, but almost in response to these people, they instead decide to follow a social path. By definition, a social path is a path characterized by companionship. It's a road that leads them to being sociable, to communicate with others, to connect. So in the video, they literally go against the sea of faceless social paths because their presence won't stop them from connecting with people with their music and words. In the video, even if they're surrounded, Stray Kids don't give up. The faceless people might block the way, but they push through. They create a path for themselves even if there's no path in front of them, and they do so because this is their destiny. This is what they dedicated their youth to. They didn't give it up, they used those years to prepare, so now they rise up stronger than ever. At the end of the video, despite the faceless voices trying to stop them, Stray Kids successfully create their social path and reunite with LiSA on a united front. They started alone, they had to go against a sea of faceless people, even their own reality tried to stop them by putting obstacles in their way, but in the end they were still able to connect. At the end of the video, the world they live in is still a battlefield, but they're not alone anymore, and I think that all in all, that's the main message of the song as a whole. No matter how many people will come for them, they will still follow their social path and connect. They'll keep running, they'll keep going, because their passion burns eternally, and nobody can ever put out that fire. To see what else Stray Kids have in store for us, for now we'll have to wait and see, but in the meantime, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please think about liking and subscribing. As always, thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.